What is going on, guys? I am here at Knoebels today for visit number 7, and this is especially going to be a good day because the park is finally going to be open until 9 on Wednesdays and Thursdays, as well as Fridays and Saturdays. So this is an awesome sign of later hours coming back at Knoebels consistently, and of them really coming back, I should say. And I'm just always ready for a great day here. And so I was just first train of the day on flying turns, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It's well worth being the first in line for flying turns. And like I said, pro tip, as a Knoebels expert, I would recommend coming here like at least 2 hours or so early, and then getting your wristband, and then getting in line for flying turns. It's well worth it. And so I just had 2 rides on Phoenix, and I'd rate both a perfect 10 out of 10 actually. On both rides, the air time on the bunny hills coming back to the station was especially insane. And Phoenix is just a great winning coaster in general. And so I just rode Antique Cars and Rocco Plane, and I'd rate both a 9 out of 10. The Antique Cars, that was a really good ride on. And Rocco Plane, that was the best ride I've ever had on it. Wow. Able to get it flipping even more quicker than I've been able to get it to flip lately. So I just had 3 rides on Downdraft and 1 on Stratosphere. Shout out Lily at Downdraft. And I'd rate all of them an 8 out of 10. They were all very good, and I've been having like a good day here at Knoebels so far. And so I just rode Twister and Pioneer Train, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was really good. And so I just had 2 rides on Skloosh, and I'd rate them both an 8 out of 10. It felt good to ride Skloosh both times as it's kind of hot today. And so I just rode Impulse, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was really good, and as you can tell, I'm on Scenic Skyway for the first time this season. That's right, people. It is officially open. Woo! So I just rode Scenic Skyway and Italian Trapeze. That's right, folks. Scenic Skyway has officially reopened at Knoebels, and I am so hyped about it. And I would rate both of those rides an 8 out of 10. They were very good. And so I just rode Satellite, and I'd rate it a 9 out of 10. Props goes to that ride up, and a major shout out goes to him. He was able to get me on really quickly, which saved me some time. And so I just rode Motorboats, Grand Carousel, and Roto Jets, and I'd rate them all an 8 out of 10. They were all very good. So I just rode Paratrooper, Haunted Mansion, and Sea Cups, and I'd rate all but Haunted Mansion an 8 out of 10. I'd rate Haunted Mansion a 9 out of 10. It was a good dark ride, and every time I ride Haunted Mansion, I forget how good of a dark ride it is. So I just rode Tilt-A-Whirl and Black Diamond, and I'd rate both an 8 out of 10. They were good rides on them. And so I just rode Giant Flume, and I rate it an 8 out of 10. It's a really good log flume. And so I just rode Phoenix, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was a good ride, and toward the back on Phoenix. And so I just rode Downdraft, Stratosphere, Twister, and Cosmotron, and I'd rate all an 8 out of 10. Shout out Lily at Downdraft once again. Sorry, I just bit my tongue for a minute. But anyways, so I just rode Grand Carousel, Scooters, and Italian Trapeze, and I'd rate Grand Carousel a 9. I caught the brass ring again, and I'd rate Scooters an 8 out of 10. It was a good ride on it. And Italian Trapeze, I'd give an 8. It was really good. So I just rode Scenic Skyway, Impulse, Mary Mixer, and Squoosh, and I'd rate all an 8 out of 10. They were all very good. And so I just had 5 more rides on Stratosphere, and I'd rate them all 8 out of 10. They were good rides on Stratosphere. Okay, so I just got a re-ride on Twister, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was a really good ride on it, and I have been having a really good day here at Knoebels so far. And so I just had 10 more rides on Downdraft, and I'd rate them both, and I'd rate them all an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10. They were very good. It was a very good marathon at Downdraft. Shout out Lily once again. And, so I just rode Stratosphere and Galleon, and I'd rate Stratosphere an 8 and Galleon a 7. They were both very good rides, and so I just rode Italian Trapeze and Phoenix, and I'd rate them as an 8 out of 10. Evening rides are on Phoenix like I don't even know what. They are freaking good. And so I just rode Downdraft, and I'd rate it a 9 out of 10. It was a good evening ride on Downdraft. And okay, so I just got a couple of night rides on Stratosphere, and I'd rate them both a 9 out of 10. They were both very good. And okay, so I just got a night ride on Twister, and I'd rate it a 9 out of 10. It was a really good night ride on Twister. And so this was a great day here at Knoebels. I got on like everything I wanted to do, and many more too. And I had even more time at Knoebels than originally planned. And so that concludes this vlog from Knoebels. Make sure to reply to me your thoughts on this video, and make sure to stay tuned for more. Coming soon here to Coaster Plus Music 19. And make sure to go check out my merch store on Bonfire. I'll have a link in the description. I sell t-shirts, face masks, all the things. So make sure to go check it out. I'll have a link in the description. And make sure to subscribe if you are new and turn on post notifications so you will not miss when I upload a new video. And I will see you in the next.